Hey all, and welcome back to Fuzzy Dutchy Gaming and a new video on the channel. I'm kind of done with Trade League in terms of personally playing the game. So what I thought I'd do is start looking at next league start ideas, farming methods, currency making methods. But before that, I thought we'd have some fun and create a series based on the skill wheel that I created last league, where I think I did a couple of characters where we span for ascendancies, skill, budget, and what content it had to clear. So I thought I'd go back to this wheel, but we're going to do content in an SSF environment. Reason being is, even if you do get awkward combinations of skills at this stage of the league, with enough currency, you can brute force certain levels of content. So what we'll be doing is doing an SSF playthrough where once I am through the campaign, I have a timer of 24 hours to get as much content completed as I can. And I can only use this skill as the main skill. There's no linking a pseudo 6 linking gloves and using that as a cheat. Whatever skill I get has to be the one that deals the majority of the damage in the game. I'm not including leveling in the timer because I just can't be bothered with the pressure of leveling quickly. And it might be it takes a while because I might still be looking at how best to use the skill and what links to use and skill tree and stuff like that. But there is going to be a limit. I'm not allowed to just sit in the campaign until level 85. Essentially, if I kill Kitava, the timer starts, or if I hit level 68, the timer starts. There's no de-leveling. Once I hit 68, that 24 hours starts and we're into the content. There's no rules at all other than that is the main skill I use. I can then pick my character ascendancy, skill tree, and we're going to jump into SSF and see how we get on. So how's it going to work? It's going to be 3 videos with each one. There's going to be a leveling video and me talking through the skill tree and what I'm looking to do SSF wise in terms of just rare gear. Uniques I might try and target if it's possible. And then the next 2 episodes are going to be 12 hours. We'll cover the first episode. Then in the second 12 hours, we'll cover the second one. And then the second part of the 24 hours, I'll also go through like a conclusion, how it went, what things I could do better. And the main purpose of this is really to try and get a better overall understanding of the game, because this game is huge. There's so many different skills, ascendancies, items, weapons, just everything. It's impossible to learn everything. But I do feel that when I make builds or when I play characters, I do tend to stick to what I'm comfortable with, which is sort of raiders, rangers, sometimes trickster, that sort of thing on that side of the tree. But I want to go for some totally different characters. And depending what skill I roll on this wheel will be dependent on what character I think is best going to fit it. So to go along this, I've created a point system so I can understand what characters I'm doing better with and what I'm not. So it's very simple. You get 1 point for each Atlas passive point. You get 1 point per character level. You get 15 for the first T16 map that you do. 25 for killing a Conqueror. 25 for an Elder or Shaper Guardian. 25 for a synth map. These are all one-off completions. So once you get them done, it's ticked off. That's your points. You can't get any more. Mastermind 45. Zeri 50. Elder 60. Shaper 70. And then we're getting into the unlikely in 24 hours. Ashabi 100. Cirrus 200. Maven 500. Uber Elder 500. And then Uber Boss 5,000. In fact, let's just add in our quest versions of the Eater of Worlds. So if we add in Eater and Exarch, and we'll do them at 20 points each. Actually, no, they're harder than Conquerors, but probably not Mastermind level. Let's do them at 35 each. And this is going to be our points tally for the whole thing. So this sort of thing is going to take some time. I do have a job. I'm quite busy at the weekends. So 24 hours plus leveling a character is probably 30 hours. Realistically, the earliest, unless I play a bit more, is going to be 10 days per playthrough. So probably one video every 3 to 4 days is what's going to come out. However, I am looking to stream as much as this as I can to try and motivate me to do maybe more hours a day or more hours at the weekend or something like that. I don't have a schedule together yet because I'm very up in the air for the next few weeks in terms of what I'm doing. I will try and get a schedule together. If this is quite successful and people enjoy it and I get through the first character, then when we do the second one, I'll try and set up a schedule on Twitch where I'm at least always on at the same time on a particular day. But the best thing you can really do if you're interested in following is I've set up a Twitter, which is pretty much brand new, never really used it. It's at FDuxy, and the link will be in the video description. Every time I go live, I'll post on here. You can follow me on Twitch, which is just Fuzzy Duxy. Apologies if you follow or sub. I've been super, super lax. And as you can see here, not streamed for about a month. It is something I'm going to start doing again. So there are your two links if you're interested in the content. And that's really it. So I recommend you follow on both of those if you're interested, because I do go live very sporadically and I'm not normally on for more than 2 to 3 hours at a time. So if you do want to catch me live, that's the best way to do it. So let's get to the skill. Now, I had 2 practice runs at this video and decided I didn't like the way I'd presented it, so I've redone it. The 2 skills I got were Armor Brand and Molten Strike, which are both skills that I like to play. So I'm a bit gutted I had to redo it, but I want to be totally transparent. So let's go. Okay. For the purposes that I've literally just done a whole video series that you could use this skill on with re-rolling. Only because I think that's too easy. Okay, this is more like it. I've never played this skill in my life, so this could be interesting. So the winning skill is Blazing Salvo. I am allowed if I want to use this in mines or traps, however I feel fit, as long as Blazing Salvo is the main skill. So I need to go and do some digging, have a look at what I might want to do with the character. First episode should be out in 2 to 3 days, which as I say is going to include the POB, what I'm planning to do, and please don't rip it apart. I've not got a clue how to build these characters, so it's going to be a learning process. And the first video is also going to be all of the leveling and probably into the first map. So I hope this content is going to interest people. I was just totally bored of the league itself, so I thought I'd do something that's a bit more fun. If anyone's interested in this wheel and a few others, I'll link them in the description below. Until next time, take care and see you in the next video.